Hello there, listener. Welcome back to another episode of Sex Here and Now. As always, I'm your host, Matt Lockman. I'm a licensed clinical therapist and ASECT certified sex therapist. I am back with my series of mini episodes that I lovingly call Matt's Musings. These episodes will be short, focused, and center on tips and tricks relating to human sexuality that I think are important for all of us to know and understand. And hey, you get to hear me more often. What a treat. Before I get started, please subscribe and rate this podcast. And while you're at it, head on over to YouTube and follow Cleveland Sex Therapy for more sex positive content. Some of you are already here watching this video, and what I would like to say to you is, hi, please like and subscribe. Y'all, bisexuality is on the rise. New research shows that about 7% of people identify as bisexual. And before anyone panics and says, why is it increasing? Let's take a breath. Sexual orientation isn't spreading like a virus, which, wow, I think I've read a book like that. Something like that. The premise was very similar. Anyways, what's increasing is safety and people finally having permission to tell the truth about who they are. For decades, bisexuality has been treated like a stepping stone. Unfortunately, I was one of those people. What can I say? It was the early 2000s and I was scared as shit that I was going to get thrown out of my house. Straight people would just see you as gay, and gay people would just see you as giving the queer community a bad name. The amount of pressure bisexual people face from both heterosexual and gay communities is wild. So when we see 7% of people identifying as bisexual, what I see isn't necessarily a trend. I see, like a big exhale in some ways. Some people just can't grasp that attraction is not always binary. We are sexually fluid beings, and some of us just have way more gray than others. It is cool as hell to see that younger generations, especially, are less interested in squeezing themselves into these rigid boxes just to make other people comfortable. That doesn't mean everyone is bisexual. It means more people are allowed to explore without shame. What excites me about that 7% number is not just the percentage. It's what it represents culturally. It represents people being a little braver. It represents parents maybe reacting a little softer. It represents workplaces getting, a little bit more inclusive. It represents the possibility that a teenager somewhere hears that stat and thinks, oh, I'm not alone. Sexuality has always been more expansive than we were taught. We are just catching up to it. And if bisexuality feels true for you, you don't need to justify it, defend it, prove it through your dating history. Your identity is not determined by your current partner. It's determined by your internal experience. Stay curious about others, about yourself, and remember, we are all a little bit more complex than we give ourselves credit for. Sex Here and Now is written and recorded by me, Matt Lockman. For more resources, education, or support, you can find me on all social platforms at Cleveland Sex Therapy. Thanks for being here, and as always, stay curious.